Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday morning live broadcast. And let me just take a peek and see who's here. I heard from a number of old students that were going to be here. And wow, here we are, the 26th of the month. You all have 5 days. The month ends on Wednesday. So you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, you got Wednesday. You got 5 days. And working with the folks in my April boot camp, come up with a lot of, frankly, exciting new things that, in a word, they're hot. And for those of you that want to stay ahead of the pack, because more and more people are rushing to LinkedIn, overwhelming LinkedIn. Many people are creating bogus profiles, so we have to work our way around that. But the bottom line for all of you is this. For those of you that are students, you're ahead of the pack. You're ahead. You're learning things that most people in your business don't know about. I'm fascinated by how quickly people are mimicking, copying, taking to heart the things that I'm sharing with all of you. Start to apply it to their business. But the bottom line is this. You're ahead of everybody. And LinkedIn has made some new features, put things in place that are going to make it easier for you to build your business. Now, your next 90 days could define your next 5 years. What I'm laying out for all of you is a process that if you follow it to the letter, if you know who indeed you're looking for, who your ideal prospects are, it's like pulling a green M&M out of a bowl of candy. Ace and Rich picked it up right away. They were selling a $2,800 package. In 15 weeks, they went from 0 to 42,000. 6 months later, they hit $250,000. Today, they are the top earners in their affiliate business. And now, that was 5 years ago. Now they're back and they're hitting LinkedIn with all the energy that they can muster, because LinkedIn is where the action is. Small actions repeated daily are going to create massive success for all of you. Small actions. Since Clyde started making posts the way I taught him, he enrolled 14 people in 1 month. Little things. Reaching out to people, connecting with people, having conversations with people is what it's all about. Work with me and you'll build a 6-figure future one day at a time. Will Zanders was number 5 in his company when we started working together in November of 2022. 6 months after we started, he moved up to number 2. Today is number 1. It's not just about what you do. It's going to be what the people you bring into your business do. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook have changed. And I have to tell you, the things that you all can be doing are going to blow you away. Absolutely blow you away. And LinkedIn is a proverbial gold mine for all of you. I had somebody once ask me that, Max, is it really a gold if it's a gold mine? Like you said, is it really prospecting? Is it prospecting when you know where the gold is? I mean, imagine walking into a gold mine and the gold is right there. Right there. Now, social networks have provided an endless source of free leads to the public for over 30 years. Facebook and LinkedIn are the best social networks to build your business on, but LinkedIn surpasses Facebook. And it's where you want to be. And so before I jump into the details and the content, because I'm here to answer your questions, I want to remind you that on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, go to maxsteingart.com/social selling. And I'm going to show you new ways to transform your profiles into marketing magnets for faster enrollments and to attract leaders, considering all the things that are going on in the industry, especially with, I guess it's been a week that Modere shut down. And working with some of my coaching students. So I know I've told all of you, stay away from the Modere people because they're being overwhelmed by bad actions from network marketers. But working with some of my coaching students over the last week, we've come up with a way to actually engage some of these people in conversations. But you have to be very selective about who you're reaching out to and how you start the conversations. And I really haven't gone into that with any of you. And so for those of you that are new, reach out to other people, all right? Reach out to other people until you learn some of this stuff. Because the Modere people are not going away, okay? They're not going away. And you might even, it's kind of like the happy birthday wish, wishing someone a happy birthday on their birthday. Your message gets buried. You're going to be better off hanging back. Wait a week or two. Let the rush go away, because what's happening out there in the marketplace, the Modere people are absolutely looking, but the people that you want to talk to are not going to be open right away. So on Sunday night, we're going to show you new ways to transform your profiles into marketing magnets for faster enrollments and to attract leaders. Leaders. And when you attract leaders, they never come by themselves. They bring people with them. And that's your ultimate goal. Bring leaders into your business is going to grow faster. And we're going to dive into that on Sunday night. Easy to identify perfect prospects on LinkedIn and Facebook from the information listed on their profile and their daily activity. You just have to ask the right questions. Okay? So my question for all of you, remember, you only want to talk to qualified people about your business, and you can communicate with people that you know in advance need what you have and want what you have. You're looking for people that flat out want their own business. You're looking for people that are leaders, and they're not hard to find. So we want to stay ahead of the pack. And you do that by taking advantage of some of the new features from LinkedIn. 90 days. What you do in the next 90 days could define where you're going to be 5 years from now. Small actions, repeated daily, posting, developing relationships with people. That's what it's all about. And I'm here to help all of you go as far and as fast as you want to go. All right. So first and foremost, we have a number of boot camp students that are here, a number of coaching students. So this is an Ask Max session. Some of you may have prospects that you're engaged in, getting ready to show them your business. Or so who's got questions? Who's got something they need help with? We're going to have our mastermind session at 1 o'clock. But if any of you have anything you want to touch on now, let me know. First and foremost, you have to be talking to the right people. Anybody got a prospect they're talking to that they need help with? Ian, what about you? Let me unmute you.
Good morning. I'm here.
Well, it's morning here. Is it morning where you are?
Yeah, 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, okay. And it's what, Sunday?
Sunday morning, yeah, 1 a.m.
Super. Okay. So let me change the screen. And let me go over to Hop into your account.
It's there.
Oh, here we're going to go through this thing again. Did we change our password?
Oh, probably since you did it last, yes. They keep changing it every time I want to do anything.
Okay, so let's just
And
go.
then deny that I've got the right password.
All right, so we'll send a verification.
I'd love to be verified. Tried that for
I know.
over 12 months.
You know, I have to tell you something. For years, LinkedIn, when they start things, has always been a little slow. And when they put things in, people try it, they try to implement it, and they don't. There's so many different things for them to encounter, to think about, that they rely on their subscribers to tell them what the problems are so that they can fix it. And I mean, I can't tell you how many years it took them to get the photograph, getting your profile picture up correctly. So this verification thing is annoying, and the thing is to secure everybody's uh, safety and security. They're doing a double verification. In other words, to make sure you're real, yeah, you have to have a LinkedIn profile, but you also have to have the phone app so that you can coordinate the two. So whatever you're going to do on LinkedIn, you're doing it over the internet, but at the same time, you've got to have that phone app, number one. Number two, they're verifying you as an individual, and to prove who you are, they want you to upload a photograph from a legitimate identifier, like a driver's license or a passport. And in some cases, if the name on your profile is different than what's on your driver's license, it doesn't go through. So what you have to do is, and they don't tell you this, okay? What you have to do is change your profile. Put the name that's on your driver's license.
Yeah, I've done that.
I understand. And that's the first thing. And the other thing that's annoying, annoying as hell, is when you upload the correct document and they come back and they say, it's too vague. It's not clear. Please send, get in hold it up in the light, or do things. I have one student that is at the point now where she's getting a notarized document that she's in the process of sending to LinkedIn so that she can verify her account. Okay.
Notarized project.
Yeah, in other words, they want some kind of a legal, legitimate document that says,
All right.
so it is what it is. But check your email. Did they send you something they send you a code?
I'll have a look and see. I'm looking on my phone.
Well, what we could do is we could say, you're right, let me send it to the phone. It's going to send the code to your phone. That's easier.
Will do.
Pick the image. Comes up the right
Yes.
way. Okay.
There we are. Outlook.
An unexpected error has occurred. Please try it again. Email or phone. Unbelievable.
Try email. I'm always getting unexpected errors.
Okay, let's see if we can get it. Okay, so check your email.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. Here's a pin from LinkedIn.
What is it?
I've got a pin number.
Okay, give me the number.
681289. Please verify that it's you. It's me.
Okay, so we're going to give it a new password and just let's reverse this and let's just do.
There. It's currently 1:30 with a current temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Today's low is.
Let's just do max. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 exclamation points.
Max.
With a capital M.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 exclamation marks. Yeah, well, I had the other one and I typed that in many times.
So wait until I get it set up. Max. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They keep telling me that my driver's license should have some pattern on it, but none of the. I've gone to the police and they said they don't have that on their Australian driver's licenses.
Hold on a second. Let's check something. Oops. To work now. Okay.
Right. Oh, I've seen that fella before.
Yes. Now I want to show you. This is a new feature that is going to get you a lot of activity. Okay.
Okay.
So when people post things, when you post something, you're posting an image, some kind of a motivating quote, and you want to communicate with them. In other words, you want to communicate with people based on what you do. Now, up here, we have 7 messages. You got 24 notifications. But let's say somebody posted this. Now you can go over here and
Go to where? Reactions.
okay. So Bruce is a student, John is a student, and she's trying to sell something. So you're not connected to any of them. But again, if there was somebody here, none of these people are really
That's the problem I get all the time. The people that come up, they're not the people you telling me I should be going with.
right. So I'm just trying to save you some time. But watch what happens when you post something. Somebody could go over and like it. Now, when you like something, then LinkedIn comes back and says, now communicate. So thanks for sharing. So I have one person here that already communicated. Thanks for sharing. Great insight. Definitely worth reading. So we'll click on that.
Where are you clicking?
Okay. So what I'm saying to all of you that are posting, what happens is the people that react and respond, if they like what you've done, then they get an opportunity to send a message, and we're going to start to see more people using that. Additionally, you're going to be able to come over here. And now they're saying, well, do you want to make another comment? In which case, you could post a GIF and start a conversation from this. So these are the things, these are just one of the things that are taking place. Now let's come back over to your profile. Okay. You finally got it.
What?
Now we're going to turn your cover into a slideshow. And we've attempted to do this, I think 5 different times. Okay. I guess they're a little slow where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add a bunch of additional images.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a couple of those that you've
yeah,
done for others.
right. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this. Then now oh, wait a minute, did the wrong place.
Is this your desk or mine?
Yeah, no,
This is you.
we're in my computer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's now this is the Northern Lights.
Yep.
I
I
mean,
know those.
that's the other end of the world, but it kind of again makes people curious. So let's keep that one.
I know the Northern Lights, what they are.
Now, one of the things that really makes people curious about who you are, what you do, is traveling.
Yep.
So every time you put a different location down, creates interest, it creates curiosity. Let me come up here a little bit and see.
That's
We'll add another one. Get over there. World Traveler you. Add
I
another one.
like that. That looks good. The jet plane.
Mhm.
I like the jet plane picture.
Well, we're coming up with a whole new group of new ones because now instead of having one picture,
Yep.
you have the ability to put
Put
five,
it.
and
That's great.
you all want to be different. Oh, so again, it all comes down to everybody's perception of who you are. So let's put this one in. And this is Japan.
Oh yeah.
So that's the fourth one. Now let's come down. Now, you don't get a note if not yet. They're not giving out notices that are going to say, "Hey, Ian changed his picture."
No.
But people start looking at your profile. They start seeing the difference. And again, what you put up here, uh, especially with you being in Australia.
Yep. Boats or
Here's
oh yeah, I've seen that one you put up somewhere else before.
okay.
Right.
Now we could put other cities, but again, this adds a whole new dimension to everybody's perception of who you are.
Yep.
Okay. Now we still okay. So Ruthella, what does this mean? You don't have access to this profile. Remember, you're only connected. LinkedIn lets you connect with people on your first, second, and third level.
Yep.
So if someone, for example, I'll use Ian. If we come up here and we do a search for people in sales, we hit the enter key. And then we click on people. So which version of LinkedIn do you have? You have Sales Navigator, you have
Yeah, I've got Sales Navigator.
so Sales Navigator, they're giving you the number. I think on Recruiter Lite. No, I'm trying to figure out because we've gone into some people's accounts and they don't have the number. Okay, so here there's
So that's the same as the signal right up in the right-hand corner,
yeah,
which has 7 on it. That's Navigator.
right. Okay. So now notice, let's go over here and let's do a location. And let's pick India.
India, right? I've had quite a few Indians took there in the past.
Show results. All right, and these are all people. No, it's
They're
not.
all Australian.
Okay, so let's, what I'm trying to show,
Even somebody in Toowoomba here.
so in Recruiter, Amelia is telling me they don't have the numbers.
What Recruiter don't have the numbers.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me
Yeah.
log out of your account. Guys, I'm going to pop over here. Okay. So now,
No relation.
so now when Ruthella is looking for someone, looking for an opportunity, someone that's got the word holistic. Let me go over here to people. So this is someone that you sent something to, and these people are all on your second level.
Right.
Okay, now, if we come down far enough, let's go to page 7 or 6. See, these people are on your third level. You have a way to communicate with them. Let's go to page 8. So here you go. So here's someone that is a LinkedIn member. You don't have access. If you brought up her profile,
Yep, she doesn't, you don't see it.
in fact, they don't even.
I've tried that somewhere else, some other time.
So you can only work with people on your first, your second or third level. Now, the easiest way to get to someone like this. Let's wait a minute. Yeah, well, they don't give you any information about them.
I know.
So what you do, what you do, yeah, good morning, Ruthella.
Hi, Max. Good morning. I'm here.
All
How are
right.
you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. So what basically what you have to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's typical for when people first get started. The reason why you connect with everybody that you connect to expands your network.
Mm-hmm.
So it just comes down to, for example, when people are first getting started, and let's say they were looking for school teachers. Well, there's plenty of school teachers. Sometimes you have to go with whatever school teachers come up and connect with them, even if you don't even feel like you're really someone that you want to talk to, because they're connected to people who are connected to people. So when LinkedIn comes up and says, hey, you can't reach out to this person because they're not in your network, then and you don't even know who their names are. So what you just do is, put it aside and work with the people
Yeah.
that you can find.
Yeah, I just wanted to understand what it meant. So now I know.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that they had a third and second and first. I didn't even pay attention to that. So now I know that.
Yeah. And so, but most of the time when you do your searches,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, they're going to bring up the second and the thirds. The seconds are going to come up before the thirds. But what ultimately decides, okay, for example, here you got a third, you got a second. So now we're down to the thirds, but why are these seconds coming up here? Because again, it comes down to what matches your profile. So you have mutual connections.
Yeah.
That that kind of moves them up. And just because you have mutual connections doesn't mean that they're really, that they're really prospects.
Okay.
So when you look at these people, like for example, this one here, Tal Cohen, we don't know whether or not, and we can't connect with them. We have to go through the back door. But the thing is, when you look at the picture,
I don't like people who don't put their face on. She has, there's not a profile. There's no profile there. We're not even sure if it's a real person.
That's true, but sometimes you have to look at the rest. Okay, the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes people don't realize that their picture's not visible. So here, this was October the 19th. Well, that's 6 years.
Yes, 6 years ago.
So what we have to do is we go and we look at activity. Well, she's got nothing. So we're not going to do anything with her.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, but you get to a point in your time where you're just going to say, you know what? I got so many people to talk to. I'm going to go with the pictures. I mean, why? That took us what? 45 seconds. That's 5 seconds we could have done with someone else.
Okay. I just have one more question. Someone replied to me and wanted to know why and how I got connected to someone that we have together. So I didn't know what to really answer her yet.
What was the name?
Oh my God, I think Diana, I'm not. It was Judith. I can't remember her name, but she asked, there was somebody else we covered that we have together. I mean, I will look for her later. I don't want you to use the time, but how do I respond to her? Because we have a mutual connection. And she asked, how did I get connected to that person?
Well, okay. So,
oh, I think it's Judith because she said, I see we have,
okay,
it might be Judith. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. So what we're going to do here is first we want to decide if we even want to talk to her. So she's a life and leadership coach. And we know that coaches most of the coaches on LinkedIn typically have side incomes working with a network marketing company. So we'll come down here. So she's a coach. And this goes down to 2024. So here, 2020, coach. Now notice, okay. So she's also a school counselor. And the other thing you want to look at is, according to this, she's in Stockholm, Sweden. So you have to ask yourself, does your company do business in Sweden?
Okay.
Okay. Now, all right. So when they're freelance, what that means, you know, is they don't have a paying job, you know, they do it when they can. Or for when somebody will pay them. Okay, so now let's come back to the message. Now you're not connected yet. Okay, you sent her the connection request. She's sending you the message. So let's go back over here and look at the message. So it's telling you you're not connected. How did you connect with him? All right. But we could still communicate with her. So what we're going to do, first, we're going to pop over here. First, we're going to send her that.
Mm-hmm.
Then now we're going to come back here. I just sent this to a good friend and thought that you'd appreciate it too.
But we still didn't answer the question, or do we just let it sleep?
No. We're going to answer the question.
Okay.
Okay, but first, see, she said here, nice to connect. Well, you're not connected. So first, now, yeah. Hope you enjoy them. Now, so who is this guy? Who is?
I don't know, you someone Daniel, someone I may have connected with, I'm not even sure.
So let's go over and see who Danielle is. So Danielle is someone that you're already connected to.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's who you're connected to. Let's look at who he is. Okay, so he's a coach. Now, now we can ask her a question.
So we always ask a question, right, at the end of
Oh,
our
wait,
connection.
you always ask a question at the end because what that does is that controls the conversation.
Yeah,
See,
okay.
you're a stranger. They don't know what to ask you. So now we'll just say here. No, we're not going to ask you a question. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we could. What prompted you? Always want to end with a question. Okay, because what that does is it moves the conversation. in the direction where you want to take it. Okay?
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Now I will be back at 1 o'clock. Let me see. Wesley, I try to get to you when I have time. Okay? But I have to work with the people that are in boot camp, and I have to work with my coaching people before I get to old students. So I hope you understand that. I'll be back at 1 o'clock.
Okay, Max.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
You there, Max?
Yeah, I'm here. Let me
Oh.